We traveled a lot as a couple, and when we got pregnant with our baby, everyone said the same thing. They said, your travel days are over.
Well, people, we're here to prove you wrong. It's cruise time, baby. Hey guys, we are back, and we are excited to announce that we have 2 cruises booked that we'd like to share with you. We recently started a new series on our YouTube channel highlighting travel tips for young families traveling with babies like us. We've been cruising together since 2019, and we have been on a number of cruises together as a couple. After welcoming our baby boy into our family, we expect that our cruising experience is changing now that we have a little one.
Today, we're going to tell you about the 2 cruises that we have booked and why we picked them specifically for traveling with our baby.
Our first cruise as a family of 3 will be right around the corner. Are you ready? It's going to be right around the corner in December. We're filming in November, by the way, so it's only a couple weeks away. We're beyond excited to get back into cruising, and we think this one is the perfect one to introduce our little man into the marvelous cruise life. It'll be his first cruise, and it will be our first cruise as parents. So we all have a lot to learn.
Stay tuned for future videos to follow along to figure out all the things that we learned along the way. But be sure to watch this video first. No spoilers.
We are setting sail on MSC Seashore out of Port Canaveral on December 7th, 2023, if you see this in the future. This is a 3-night cruise to the Bahamas as well as their private island. We are super excited. This will also be our first cruise with MSC, so it'll be a new experience for all 3 of us.
MSC Seashore is a huge ship, over 170,000 tons. That doesn't mean much to me. So we put a reference photo right here of Lincoln next to MSC Seashore's sister ship, the MSC Seascape in Miami.
With her being a huge ship, she of course offers many onboard activities. We picked this sailing as it is a shorter cruise, 3 nights in the Bahamas. We don't really know how our baby will react to cruising yet. So having a shorter sailing will be the best way to get his feet wet, per se, into this lovely cruise world. The sailing is also bringing us to 2 ports, one very familiar to us, Nassau, and the other one, MSC's gorgeous private island, or as the internet says gorgeous, we haven't been there yet, Ocean Cay.
Traveling to a cruise line's private island is a great option for families traveling with young kids. Not only do you have the privacy of being on an entire island with just those guests on board the ship, but it's also a quick walk back to the ship and back to your stateroom. So if you need to take sporadic breaks throughout the day, or if you need to go back to your room for a quick nap, great option for kids. Also, you don't have to go through long security checkpoints with other cruise lines and maybe have to walk through a gauntlet of commerce, as we call them, to go back to your room.
As mentioned, this is our first cruise with MSC. If you haven't experienced this beautiful Bahamian island either, we will of course create a walkthrough video and post it to our channel if we haven't already made it. The link magically right there. We're also excited to get back to Nassau, especially to see the new renovations of the port. Because this port is so familiar to us, we'll likely fall into our routine that we've had in the past. We'll spend most of the day on board this gorgeous vessel that we haven't seen before to experience the onboard activities without all of the crowds, as well as take a nice stroll around that gorgeous new complex.
As a side note, the MSC Seashore is designed with health in mind, with incredible air filtration throughout the ship. This is great news to ensure health and safety for all their passengers, especially when you're traveling with little ones.
On top of learning how to cruise with our little buddy, we cannot wait to experience one of North America's fastest growing cruise lines and see everything that they have to offer. Beyond excited for it. I feel like we've already said excited 18 times, just to reiterate the fact that we're so thrilled to go on board a cruise again. We haven't been on one in so long, and we're so thrilled to finally go with our little baby. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, if not already, to be notified of everything we've learned on this cruise and tips that we may have for you along the way. We also plan to gather quite a bit of content from this specific cruise, so stay tuned for that as well. From the sky to the ground to, I don't know, maybe we'll go swimming.
The second cruise we want to share with you today is not until summer of 2024, but we're super excited to announce that we will be going on our first Bermuda cruise. We'll be going on the Norwegian Cruise Line's NCL Joy, in August of 2024. Not only is this a bucket list cruise for us, what?
Bucket list cruise for us.
Not only is this a bucket list cruise for us, but we also think it's going to be a great cruise for our baby and for families traveling with young babies. The Bermuda cruise is really unique to other cruises we've ever been on because you go to Bermuda and you're actually there for 2 full days. You stay docked at that port overnight.
With the ship being docked in port overnight, this allows you to get on and off the ship at all hours. This is such a different experience for cruising and a great option for families, as you can experience the island in short bursts and still feel like you were able to explore without the typical time constraints associated with a classic cruise stop.
The ship also has 2 full sea days, one before and one after arriving to Bermuda. And if you ask us, sea days are the best days.
Whoop, whoop.
We'll have plenty of time to explore the ship and see what it has to offer, be lazy, and also see what Norwegian has to offer for young babies.
Our last cruise as a family of 2 was on Norwegian Encore, and it became one of our top favorite ships that we've ever sailed on. The Norwegian Joy and Encore belong to the same ship class, the Breakaway Plus. They're mostly similar. We know what we like, and we're excited to compare both sister ships. By the time we sail, Joy will also have a brand new renovation. Get that new ship smell, making the Breakaway Plus class even more incredible.
Since we've already spammed you with so many future videos, here are some videos that we already have. So if you're watching this on launch day, you can click on them right away. We have Norwegian Joy out of New York and Miami. We also have MSC Seashore out of Miami as well. So take a look at those links. I think they're over here. Are they over here?
I think I'll put them there. Well, those are our 2 upcoming cruises we're sharing with you right now that are on the horizon, and we're so excited to go on board and show him how we cruise. We can't wait to start cruising with this little homie right here and show him how amazing cruising is, and show you too. It's possible to travel with a family.
But let us know what you think. Please put those comments below and tell us what you think. Are there other cruises that you think are good for traveling with babies and families? We love to have different excuses to go on more cruises.
Yes, please. Okay, now tell him your line. Traveling is not over with a baby.
Fun fact, ever since Dalton first started cruising, he would get a ship model and he would always ask for the captain to sign the cruise ship.
Embarrassingly, there are a lot of celebrities that I've ran into in my life, and there's only one type of person that gets me starstruck, and that is the cruise ship captain. I act like a little kid. Actually, when we met on board Independence of the Seas, we waited in line to get a ship model signed for the captain with you and me and a bunch of little kids.
Yeah.
But you still chose to marry this nerd, and now you're stuck with me.